Hello, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of Behind the Wall presented by Mike's Hard Lemonade. I'm Kane Jr. 88, and with me, as always, are my quarantine partners, Thermite 917 and Pro Bowl 43. And today we cover the good, the bad, and the absolute ugly from the round of 8 of the NASCAR playoffs. We start off in the land of Oz at Kansas Speedway, and here with the recap is Nick. Take it away.
Thank you, Kane. Yes, the Hollywood Casino 400 at Kansas gets a 6 out of 10. There were 17 lead changes and just a couple minor incidents. There were 6 cautions total, including the stage breaks. The first 2 stages were actually pretty good. Cold weather made it hard to get away from each other. All over the track, all over each other, what have you. But, however, a potentially great finish was spoiled by the terrible high downforce, low horsepower package. We've seen it all too much this year, but this was just another case of it. It was just too hard to pass due to dirty air, and Joey Logano was able to hold off Kevin Harvick for many laps to grab the win by about 0.3 of a second. So obviously he became the first driver to advance to the championship round. It really wasn't a bad race overall, but you could definitely see the disadvantages of this package. You hate to see it, but again, just an average mile-and-a-half race. Tyler, what's the next one?
Oh, sure. Let me go ahead and nail this one down. The Auto Trader Echo Park Automotive 500. Holy hell, what a slog of a name. I'm already exhausted. I haven't even gotten into the damn review of this race. 334 laps around Texas is not exactly something we look forward to. And, well, when it's drug out over the course of 3 days, it's even worse. So, you know what? This race starts off actually interesting. We have a little bit of playoff drama. J.J. Yeley sucked backing into the wall. Getting a nice little start to this race. All of a sudden, we get to lap 52, and Mother Nature decides, feel like being a bitch, and starts misting, /raining, /misting, whatever the hell, just makes it like complete ice out there.
Several days later.
And after a multi-hour mist delay on Wednesday, they finally get it going, and they end up finishing the race. Well, that's the positive part. 8 cautions for 47 laps, 23 lead changes, and the margin of victory was less than half a second. Must have been a good race, right? Fuck no, it wasn't. It gets a 3 out of 10. Yeah, I waited way too long into my review to get the actual rating out, but, there's a reason why it got so low and is scored as one of the worst races of the year. It was remotely interesting, kinda, in stage 1 and 2. But then it got to stage 3, didn't have a single caution, and it felt like absolutely nothing happened. There was a potential fuel mileage drama. Kyle Busch, he was on a different strategy than everybody else. Had to pit about 10 laps sooner. It seemed like it was getting slightly interesting. Oh, maybe Kyle might not make it. But then he did. It was like you got to 20 laps to go and you're like, he's going to make it, isn't he? He's got it. There's just no way that you're going to really see a proper fuel mileage race anymore. And I'm sorry, one car trying to save is not a fuel mileage race whatsoever. It's not what we used to see at Texas. And even though we were kind of annoyed by them like 10 years ago, I would have killed for a type of race like that because you know what? The tensions were higher then. This race, it just felt like absolute nothing. And every time you thought something was going to happen, it just didn't. Nobody changed hands up front. It was Kyle Busch, Martin Truex, Christopher Bell, a surprise. There was good things, but it was just ultimately boring as hell. Kyle won the race. That's not even the reason why it's so bad. Factor that in with the rain delay. It was a boring slog of a race and not worth the wait. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Hate this fucking place. Thank God we got a good Xfinity and truck race, or else this would have been one of the worst weekends of the entire season. But now we get that out of the way, and we got a clock to hand out. Kane, what happened to the paperclip?
Yes, the Xfinity 500 at Martinsville, the cutoff race for the round of 8, can best be described in one word: drama. Playoff drama, drama between teammates, drama between playoff contenders, hell, even drama between backmarkers. And it all ended with Chase Elliott racing his way into the championship 4 by leading a race-high 236 laps and eliminating regular season champion Kevin Harvick in the process. The race was slowed by 12 cautions for 83 laps and had 20 lead changes. Lots of side-by-side racing, and as mentioned, drama aplenty. And we rated this one a 9 out of 10, easily the best race of the round of 8, and it showed that the 750 horsepower package really works, especially in cooler weather. And that is it for the ratings.
Well, man, we move on to the final race in Phoenix. It has been such a long year, complete weirdness, but we're finally here. We've got 4 drivers, Denny Hamlin, Joe Logano, Brad Keselowski, and the boy wonder from Dawsonville, Chase Elliott. So it's going to be a badass race, great package. Let's end this year really on a high note. Like, we deserve it after everything we've been through this year, just as a whole, not even on NASCAR level. But if we can get a good finish, we'll feel good about this year. At least a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Like I think no matter what happens, like, any of those 4 drivers has a shot to win. It's a good track for all of them. I want a good show. I think all 3 series are going to do it. I think it's a good place to end it, so we'll see what happens. NASCAR.
Racing!
Hell yeah!
Woo! Vroom!
Championship 4, Phoenix!
Cactus.
All right, and it is that time once again for the awards, and to kick it off, we got the boner of the month. This is an absolutely crazy incident from Kansas. Tyler, what is this?
Oh, the freaking boner, the raging, stiffing, throbbing, fuck, this is weird. Justin Allgaier, what in the hell was that move on the restart at the Xfinity race in Kansas? Okay, yeah, I know, it's 28 laps to go. Shit's gotta happen on restart. You can make up the most amount of spots on these. We get it. You're 4 wide going into turn 1. You're on the flat. What do you think is gonna happen? An absolute horrific move. And Anthony Alfredo ends up flying off into the damn wall and taking a little barrel roll. An absolute horrific scene, really. And just a completely uncalled for wreck. Justin gets out of it unscathed. Poor old Anthony's nice night comes to a screeching halt on his roof. Damn it, you Brant Cornfield dumbass. That was not a very good one. You expect that from a guy that's a rookie, doesn't have a lot of experience, not a veteran, and proven race winner like Justin Allgaier. At least he owned up to it. He knew it was a dumb move, so you can always appreciate that. But again, you gotta be smarter in a situation like that. Completely pointless. That's why you're the boner of the round. Sorry, Justin. Next award.
Yeah, Tyler, that is the day from hell. And the first one goes to Chip Ganassi Racing from Kansas. Oh my god. First of all, Matt Kenseth had a crash on lap 145 after being hashtag not clear on Eric Jones off of turn 4. That took him out of the race, and he actually finished dead last in 40th. Only a couple spots ahead of him, though, was Kurt Busch. At the end of the day, he finished 38th. He went up in a cloud of smoke on lap 197. But hey, at least they got Jimmy Johnson next year to help with their program. Oh wait, wrong series. Anyway, we have one more day from hell. Kane?
And our second day from hell goes to Kevin Harvick at Martinsville. His car handled like absolute trash all day long. He fell all the way outside the top 20, and then in stage 2, he cut down a left rear tire and went 2 laps down. He was able to make both of those laps up via the wave around as well as the lucky dog, but unfortunately though, the guys he was racing for one of the last 3 spots in the Championship 4 just so happened to be the other 2 dominant drivers this season, Denny Hamlin and Brad Keselowski. Harvick only needed 1 point to force a tiebreaker, which he would have won thanks to his second-place finish at Kansas, but coming to the finish, he couldn't get by Kyle Busch and ended up just dumping him coming off the final corner and wrecking himself as well, finishing 17th and missing the cut by 8 points. This is exactly what NASCAR wanted with this playoff format, and they got it in spades. The best driver of the year, the regular season champion who won 9 freaking races, is not even going to be in the Championship 4. Congratulations, NASCAR. I hope you enjoy your little gift. Anyways, moving on to our next award, Tyler.
Oh, yes, I'm looking forward to giving this out. You know what it is. It's the Straight Jacket Award! And it goes to Benjamin Rhodes, the Thor Sport driver, the number 99, 10 to heal. He needs to heal a lot of his own misery after well, he's not miserable. He didn't even fucking think he did anything wrong at Texas. What an absolute disaster of a day. Made him look like a complete spank. And I hate it. Because you know what? I like Ben Rhodes. After his disaster, scrub-looking performance in the Xfinity Series for Junior Motorsports a few years ago, he redeemed himself in the Truck Series. He's won some races, even won one this year. And then you get to Texas and you're just like, was I right about you all along? What an absolute ass clown. Let's start off with the incident with Todd Gillan. He's entering into one, and he just arcs it in a little too soon and awkwardly, bops in Todd, and Todd goes skating ass backwards into the wall. A pretty hard hit. That's the first problem we got here. Dumb move. Well, whatever. You just move on. Try to get over that. Let's not do that again, Ben. Oh, wait. Late in the race, he gets pissed off because Christian Eckes moves him out of the groove, but he really kind of didn't off of 4. Hard lefts into him and right rears Christian Eckes into the damn wall on the front stretch. Well, at pretty much full speed. That's the kind of move that deserves a complete ass whipping. Obviously, he didn't get it because nobody ended up even taking him out in Martinsville either. Oh man, it really pisses me off. Somebody needed to literally kick his ass in the next week. That is the type of move that you do not want to see in any sort of racing series. It's uncalled for and, quite frankly, dangerous. Hell, Christian Eckes felt the pain all week. Luckily, we have very safe race cars and nothing really came out of the deal, but it's still completely inexcusable. NASCAR didn't even do anything about it either. It's funny, they gave a safety penalty to another KBM team for an incident on pit road, but not for one on the racetrack. Okay, I see where the priorities lie here, NASCAR. Be a little smarter next time. But you know what? That's not even the last thing that happened. On the very last lap, unfortunately, there's not a very good camera angle of it at all. He ended up getting into Josh Bilicki and completely trashed both of them, ending a day that wasn't going to come to anything anyways. Further looking like an absolute dumbass. 3 incidents on the day. Pissed off team owner Josh Rayum. He gave some very hollow threats he was not able to do anything about in Martinsville, but he said it. He pissed off a lot of people. Ben, you complete dumbass. You fully deserve this nice padded straitjacket. Head to the room. Next award.
Yeah, it's that time for the cigars, and as usual, we have a whole host of them. I'll start off with the Truck Series at Kansas. Brett Moffitt, you get a cigar. He won Kansas after an incredible battle with teammate Zane Smith. Unfortunately, a slight misjudgment ended Zane's shot at the win, but it was still a great race, and Moffitt really needed that. After breaking both legs during the COVID break, Brett had come close several times, but was never quite able to close the deal until then, so great job by him. Next, we got Timothy Peters. He finished 7th in that race after driving for Stuart Friesen, who had another big race he had to be in. He just had a quiet, clean day, and he came away with a nice top 10, so it was great to see him back at the track. Moving on to Xfinity. Chase Briscoe won that race after completely dominating. It was one of his best performances of the year, and it gave him his impressive 9th win of the season. It was also eventually announced that he would take over the 14 car in the Cup Series. Needless to say, he earned that ride for sure. Also in that race, right behind Briscoe, Daniel Hamrick finished 2nd. He had a cut tire in stage 1, and he went laps down, but battled back to yet again tie his best career finish in the series. He still hasn't gotten that elusive win, but it was still a great result. And hey, he lasted more than 1 lap in that Andretti throwback. 2 more cigars from the Xfinity Kansas race go to Austin Hill and Josh Williams. Through all that late race craziness, they finished 5th and 6th respectively, both career best finishes. That Hattori team is pretty new to the series, but they are showing they can be competitive, so that's nice to see. And for Josh, obviously that was very emotional as well. He and that team have been through a lot, so great runs for both of them. So moving on to the next set of cigars, Kane, who are you handing them out to?
All right, we move on to the Texas cigars. We start off with the Xfinity Series. Harrison Burton, he gets a cigar after he stole the win from Noah Gragson in the final corner on the final lap after spinning through the infield grass earlier in the race. Let me tell you, I was heartbroken for Noah, but my God, what an incredible finish. And even though Harrison has been eliminated from the Xfinity Series playoffs, it was still an incredible drive. And if that wasn't enough, he also went ahead and won Martinsville, too. So congrats, Harrison. We also have an underdog pack of cigars to hand out for their performances from the Xfinity Texas race. Brandon Brown, he finished 5th, which is a career best for him and his little family-owned 68 team. He only had 1 top 10 prior to this year, and this year he has 6. Congratulations to Brandon. And then Ryan Vargas, old Captain Chicken Nugget himself, finished 8th in that number 6 TikTok shitbox for James Motorsports. Congratulations to Ryan. Keep it up. And then Josh Williams, we already talked about him. He gets another cigar. He finished 9th. That's his 2nd top 10 in a row after his impressive 6th at Kansas. So congrats on that, as well as the news that he's returning to the 92 next year that he announced with his paint scheme of all things this past weekend at Martinsville. So congratulations to Josh. And finally, old Tommy Joe Martins. gets a top 10 driving for his little family-owned team, Martin's Motorsports. He finished 10th in that 44 car. And the best part is, we don't even have to give him a cigar because he brought his own. Yep, he's been saving that cigar for whenever he finally got a top 10 finish, and it happened at Texas. So congrats, Tommy. And now, moving on to the truck cigars from Texas. Tyler, take it away.
Absolutely. Sheldon Creed. He's had an absolute badass year. Had a very dominant race at Texas, leading 131 of the 152 laps and getting himself the win, locking himself into the championship 4. He's got a hell of an opportunity to win this thing. Like I said, he's been strong all year long, and if that team can put together a nice solid race like they did at Texas, they'll probably be the favorite to win it all. Then we fast forward to the next week, and Grant Enfinger, your walk-off W from Martinsville. First of all, absolutely electrifying race in the truck series, which we've come to expect that for years and years and years now. We love the trucks. But Grant Enfinger beat the living hell out of the right side of that truck in the last, 50-some laps. I mean, did everything possible. You might be able to chalk it up as a little bit dirty, but you know what? He never really fully took somebody out on purpose. Yes, he made some contact with Sheldon Creed after they were 3 wide, and he bopped into him. Still, he just fought like hell. He lost the lead, and then he got it back. He did everything he needed to do to get his 4th win of the season and get himself into Phoenix for the championship finale. So you got to commend that. Hell of a drive there. Danny Bone, he got a nice little 7th place finish. He's had some runs here and there in that 30 truck. You know, they're always up and down, you know, sometimes running like 20th, 7 laps down, and other nights they're in the top 10. So that's a nice little one. Good for you, Danny. And then the final cigar of the episode. Oh, gotta sound that siren! Damn right, boy. Yeah! Man, that clock is going to sound damn good in that pool room. I know it probably won't go there. It's going into Chase's house. He's going to have to walk around that damn thing. I know he's going to do just like Junior did when he won his clock. Put it right at the front door. Got to see it every day. God, man, after so many heartbreaks at damn Martinsville in his short career, I can name a couple, 2017, both the 2019 races. Finally got it done at Martinsville, and a short track just in general. His 10th career win, 4th of the season. He needed to win that race. They executed it. Even with mistakes during the race by the pit crew, it didn't matter. Chase executed that final restart like an absolute boss. Drove away, won by over 5 seconds. Complete ass kicking. Led damn near half the race. He is in a wonderful position with all the momentum going into the championship finale. So he's our favorite here. So hopefully he gets it done. We're damn proud of him. But that is it for the cigars and it for the awards. Motherfucker! Ah!
God fucking damn it!
Never know how, bitch! Get yourself a bobblehead.
Alright, it is that time. Once again, we have the best paint schemes of the round of 8. We have 5 great ones, and here they are. Enjoy the montage. And we have one bad one. This is the worst paint scheme of the month. Tyler, what is it?
Jimmy Johnson's Ride with Jimmy Ally Chevy Camaro. Wow. So you know what? I really don't even have to go that far in depth on this thing. It's basically the paint scheme from last year, which was an absolute travesty. One that we made fun of through the entirety of the season. One that we gave the worst Hendrick paint scheme of the year in the awards banquet last year. This car is fucking awful. I don't know why they felt the need to go ahead and bring it back. This time with an outline on the 48 and 10,000 fan signatures. So, nice concept. I get that. You want to do the ride with Jimmy. They did that with Dale Jr. They executed that well. And I didn't even really care that much for the paint scheme that year in the Mountain Dew car. This right here is absolutely awful. Like, why would you bring back a worse paint scheme? You could just use the car that you've been running all year long, or the white one that you switched to in the damn playoffs. What does it matter? Just do that and put the fan signatures on it. I don't get what was so hard about that. Or create a completely new design. That's always appreciated, you know. A little bit of creativity. Oh, never mind. It's a hand new paint scheme. Sorry. No creativity here whatsoever. Awful, but of course, you know, the Jimmy fans were drooling all over it. I hope you guys enjoyed your 30th place, because that's about all this paint scheme was worth. If that's what they were going for, they nailed it. 30th place design for a 30th place run. Fucking terrible. I hope that's the last worst paint scheme I got to shit on this week. Please, just nobody do anything stupid next week. Please. I don't want to talk about them anymore. Shit, I got to do it in the banquets. Nick, save me. I don't know what the hell that was.
All right, and here is our fantasy recap. Not really a whole lot to discuss, as there were only 3 races, but I take home the win at both Kansas and Texas, while Nick picks up the W at Martinsville. And so, heading into the championship round, I have a commanding 123-point lead over Nick. Tyler is third, 169 points back, and Damani brings up the rear, 179 points back. So that is your fantasy recap, and now we make our championship selections for Phoenix, as well as our race selections.
So yeah, we know we're throwing it back to a classic format like we used to do for the years past. With the circumstance of doing that, Kane has locked up the title. We knew that all year long. So Kane, congratulations prematurely on your fantasy title. You kicked everybody's ass, so just want to point that out. But since Damani was last in Martinsville, he will get the very first race selection for Phoenix. Who are you taking, Damani? Thank you, Damani. Kane, who are you taking for Phoenix?
Well, he has been the winningest driver at Phoenix for a number of years now. I am going to take Kevin Harvick.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Well, thank you, Kane. I'm going to go ahead and take Martin Truex Jr. Well, why the hell not? Maybe he goes in there and surprises people. Or don't. I don't give a shit. I don't have any shot. This is just for fun. Nick, who are you taking?
All right. I have made my selection. And for the race, why not? I'm going with Kyle Busch.
Shit, no, man. I believe you get your ass kicked saying something like that, man.
Yeah. He won at Texas. He's one of the better non-playoff ones right now. I don't expect him to win, but, you know, it's Kyle Busch. So I can just see us ruining our final race of the year by going out with a win. So why not? And then for championship, just to piss Tyler off, I'm going with Chase Elliott.
Ass clown.
He's got the momentum right now. What can I say? He had the big walk-off win at Martinsville. He is good at Phoenix, like all the other drivers, but I have a good feeling about it. I think Denny's going to bottle it like Denny does, and Chase is the next best guy. He's going to finally get that championship. He's going to get one no matter what in his career, so why not now? So, Tyler, who are you going with?
Well, since my entire year has been full with the Super Jinx, I'm going with Joey Logano.
The kid's an idiot.
Why? Because fuck Joey Logano. Kane.
Well, he's been one of the better drivers at Phoenix. He had the big walk-off win in 2019. I'm going to take old Dennis Hamlin.
It's Denny time.
Cool, Damani, you get Brad Keselowski.
It's 2015 all over again.
Jesus Christ. Damani has like a...
Either way.
Exactly. Like, he literally has a 50% chance of picking Brad Keselowski no matter what. He was either going to pick him, Jimmy Johnson, or Kyle Larson. Larson's really good at Homestead. We're not even going to Homestead.
Yeah. And Larson's not even racing.
That too.
Thank you, Kane. All right, well, this has been another stellar episode of Behind the Wall presented by Mike's Hard Lemonade. Tyler is currently betraying us by drinking a Red's Apple Ale, but we'll look past that. Anyway, okay. We hope you enjoyed listening to it as much as we enjoyed making it. But anyway, for Damani HD, he, I think, had the best Halloween costume this year because he has been a ghost all year. We miss him dearly. For Kane Jr. 88, he passed out probably Bush or Budweiser bites to all the little trick-or-treaters.
What the fuck is a bush bite?
Yeah.
Bush bites.
What the hell did I just hear?
It's new. Yeah. It's illegal
it's
in
new.
49 states.
Where is it legal? Hawaii?
Yeah, Illinois, that's why I passed him out.
No, Alaska.
For Pro Bowl 43, you probably dressed as Dale Jr., you Nilla wafer. And for myself, Thermite 917, I actually watched a movie. Yeah, wow, I know. And I've drowned my sorrows in Twix and Three Musketeers. So, for 122 episodes, I think they can understand some of our personal lives at this point.
Oh.
We've let them in, you know. We've been very intimate together with our fans.
Excuse me, what was that?
And this has been Behind the Wall. You've been Behind the Wall. And thank you for listening.
Yeah, you've been way too far behind the wall. Jesus.
Yeah.
But I'm ready.
Yep, ready to go. Kane, you got this intro. Nick, you got the first race.
Yep.
Let's fucking bang it.
Let me pull over first. I'm on my way. I'm just on my way to see you guys. That's all.
Don't podcast and drive.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you, Kane. I will do such that. I don't like how I said that.
What the fuck? I would do such that. What an absolute scrub moment. Not a minute into the podcast, Nick. What the hell?
Good start.
Nick, why don't you lead in the awards?
All right. Ooh, no, record, not screenshot. Come on.
What else you want to fuck up?
Your wife.
Oh, I just said you had no nipples. What are you going to do about that?
I'm going to lead into the awards.
I'm going to do your wife.
You can't even make a fucking marinara jar not spill. How the hell is he going to do that?
Yeah, that is correct. All right. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
And hey, if that wasn't enough, he also went ahead and won Martinsville. So, and Ryan Vargas, he finished
Brandon
8th
Brown
in his...
first.
Oh, that's right, Brandon Brown.
Oh, fucking Brandon Brown. He had to finish 5th.
Damn, Brandon Brown.
Brandon Brown finished 5th, that fucker. Fucking ruined my flow. Piece of shit. Flat.
All right. Okay.
Well, Kane, fantasy.
Can do fantasy, please.
Yeah. Okay, I will.
I don't know why it came out like that.
Were you burping in the middle of that?
No,
That's what it sounded like.
there was no burp. That never came through. It just was all of a sudden a low, like it was like a jaguar speaking for the first time. Like that's what that was. I don't know. I don't know why, but it did.
All right.
I have alcohol in my system. Okay. Or no, it's you. It's you, Kane.
Yep.
You're up next. All right, Kane. Who are you taking for your? Damn it! You zip your fucking lip until I tell you.
What?
That. Flat? Yes, flat for Brandon Brown. Sorry, I was a little aggressive there. Anyways.
Let me think.
And remember,
Casey Kane.
maybe in the Red Bull car. That one time. You sound like a bunny.
Hold on. We haven't picked this way in a while. It's hard to go
I know,
through
right?
this here.
Yeah, who is not in the championship car?
Like, yeah, I know. Like, it doesn't really matter.
Matt Benedetto. Make a fucking pick, Nick. Quit being weird.
Not- I don't want to have a picnic. Hold on.
What?
You said picnic.
No, whatever. Fuck off. Flat.
Like, I keep thinking of drivers that aren't even in the sport right now. Like, no, not Carl Edwards.
What the hell, Nick?
Like, it's a tough call, you know? Like, should I go with this guy or should I not? Is the question.
Oh, this has been behind the wall.
Hold on. Hold on.
Nick, you're not going to win the title.
I gotta think this through.
You're really being a bitch right now, Nick. I'm not gonna lie. And Nick's selection is Joey Gase.
I mean, yeah.
Matt Kenseth.
Hey, it's his last race.
For his sake, he better hope so.
Please, yeah. I mean, the guy's been through enough.
That he put himself through. Yeah, sure, Jack. I'll run the 6 car for you. Yeah, sure, Chip. I'll run the 42 for you.
right,
Fucking Kyle Larson literally has more. What?
I've made my selection.
Well, then say it!
No, let Tyler finish.
Kyle Larson has more top 10s in 4 races than Matt Kenseth had all year. Just want to point that out. Would you like to tell us why he's not racing Rick Allen?
No, don't say it.
Shut up! I don't care what he did away from the racetrack.
Still not as good as Chase Cadbury.
Oh, shit. Chase Cameron, because he can run around on the dirt tracks and then lose his ride in the ARCA series.
Wow, Tyler, get off of me. This is embarrassing.
Nick, I'm half a beer down, alright?
Oh, man.
We
For Pro Bowl... I don't know why I got so squeaky there. For Pro Bowl 43, he probably dressed as Steve Park.
Been doing this since February 2017, and yet still come up with stupid shit to say and laugh at it. I don't know why.
I was just trying to think, like, what would Kane pass out to trick-or-treaters? Oh, bush bites.
Then you said
what the hell is a bush bite?
And then you said I dress up as Steve Park. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Because you have the uniform or something, so...
I don't have the Steve Park uniform. I had the fucking Nilla
Either
Wafers
way.
uniform, dumbass.
Yeah, same thing. Like,
That is
you
not
got
the same
uniforms.
thing. You literally, you're thinking Nilla Wafers.
fine,
If I
hold
pass
on.
the, hold
Let
on,
me
no,
redo
no, it's cemented now. You literally are saying that I would have passed out Pennzoil to kids instead of Nilla Wafers. That's right. Here, kids, have oil.
I didn't say what you were passing out. I said what you were dressed as.
Okay, yeah, you're right. That's a point.
Either way, like if I were to redo that, because I would go, yeah, the Nilla Wafer. I was just thinking of like yellow. I would have said you probably dressed as Dale Jr. You Nilla Wafer.